Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot. I am here to do a reading for the Twin Flame Energy Collective to find out what is going on. The energies right now just feel, they're kind of an undercurrent type of energy. Not overt, somewhat subtle, but you know something's shifting. We talked about this month being a big shift, and the energies are shifting, and at times it's very overwhelming and very clear, and then at other times it just feels like this gentle, subtle energy that's just kind of, it's like you're on a stream and the water's just flowing and guiding you, and that's what it feels like right now. So I just want to say a couple of things. Number one, I'm finding a lot of dimes and pennies, so that might be something significant to you if you're finding them. I'll turn on that light. If you're finding them as well, I'm finding them in the strangest places. Just like all of a sudden, it's like every time I leave the house, I find another penny, another dime, and it's just dimes and pennies, not quarters, not nickels, dimes and pennies. Also, I found this huge crow feather, and normally don't find them, but this is a symbol of protection, so make sure you're protecting your energy. And then also, recently I went to New Orleans and went into a little shop, and there was the Zoltar machine, and this card came out, so I wanted to share it with you. Time is the most valuable currency. You will never be able to get lost time back or buy more. Spend it wisely, my friend, and don't waste time that isn't yours. This week you will receive a sign from the universe directing you how you should be using your time. Trust your intuition. Nothing is ever a waste of time that has been led by the courage of your heart and what you believe in. So I just felt like that was a bit of a message for someone, so I wanted to share that. All right, so let's go ahead and cleanse the energy and cleanse the space. I hope that you are protecting your energy while you watch videos. This is a time right now, what I feel like is hydration. Make sure you're hydrated, and also do a lot of grounding. Meditation, earthing, you know, barefoot on the earth. I'm just feeling that I have the urge to walk outside barefooted more so than, you know, put on my flip-flops. This is Florida, so flip-flops are the shoe of choice here, but I really feel like just being barefoot. And in fact, I've had several people remark that I've been barefoot. Doesn't matter what I'm wearing, I seem to be barefoot. So just in case you're going through these energy surges and you're feeling a little discombobulated, please ground your energy. Okay, so I'm going to use a variety of decks, and I'm going to use for the Oracle decks, the Power of Love and the Sacred Destiny. And then I will use the Good Tarot and the Muse Tarot. And then I'll finish off with the Affirmations and the Eye of Zen by Jennifer Walker Zen. And so we'll get started on that. I also may use another Oracle deck. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. Okay, so let's start off with these two, and let me call in guides, spirits, benevolent beings of love and light. Please join me in bringing forth messages to the viewers of this Twin Flame community that connect and resonate with my messages, so that they will receive wisdom, guidance, and support from the messages that are brought forth to them. I ask for protection for myself and for my viewers while I am conducting this reading and bringing forth these messages from Spirit, but also while they are watching this reading, so that all negative energies and entities are rejected during the messages being brought forth during the reading, as well as the viewing of these readings. Also, I would like to thank you, Spirit, for clarity, for making these messages easy to understand, and so that they are clearly linked and resonate to the messages for my viewers. We are forever grateful for your support, your divine guidance, and the unconditional love that you are exemplifying for us on this twin flame journey and on our soul's ascension. All right, thank you. Viewers, thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for those of you who make really kind comments. I don't want to turn my comments off because I really want you to be able to express what you're going through and how you're feeling at this stage of the journey. I ask that your comments be polite and supportive and positive. You don't have to agree with what I say, and I don't mind constructive criticism, but be respectful about it, please. It doesn't bother me to hear what you have to say in any way. But if you're going to be, wanting to be very negative and try to indict somebody on this channel for something that they believe or that they're learning, I'm just going to delete your comments and block you. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to have it. I made that very clear in my description that only positive energy is allowed here. We all need the uplifting. This is a turbulent, transformational journey. I don't need to be and witness and be a facilitator of somebody tearing somebody else down. So just a little caveat there for those of you on my channel. I try to bring forth messages about lessons on this journey, where you are, where the energies are, and where they may be going, and what they may be trying to teach you. Because really, the faster you learn and embrace the lessons on this journey, the easier it is. Not that it's ever easy. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to use this Sacred Destiny deck. I have never used it. I just opened it. This is by Denise Linn. So, yes, by Denise Linn. And I'll probably read, since I've never used it before. I haven't even looked at the cards, but I did have a couple of cards show up in the pre-shuffle. Sorry, I had to turn off my fan. All right, so bottom of the deck, going forward. Almost looks like a Two of Wands energy, moving forward. Grassy meadows, beautiful, peaceful energy, bright sun shining, trees, mountains, clouds, walking a sacred path, going forward. I'll see what this says. I'm sorry, I'm already 7 minutes in, and I didn't mean to be. Grasses are one of the most abundant families of plants on Earth. From the earliest days of human history, grasses have played an important role in life. Wheat grasses, oat, barley, and wheat are kinds of grasses we have thatched in our roofs with it, fed our animals with it, walked on it, had picnics on it, and made love on it. Its matrix of roots prevents erosion, and its lush, rapid growth produces volumes of oxygen. Grasses are one of the world's most significant food sources. Grass in past times has been symbolized growth, productiveness, prosperity, new ideas, and fulfillment. The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, fertility, productivity, love, health, abundance, and fulfillment are ahead for you. Things are growing and expanding in your life. Keep going forward. Sometimes it may be easy to be distracted by what's occurring around you, but this card indicates that it is important not to let anything hold you back. Step up and know that your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying in the best possible way and for your highest good. All right, so that's where we're going to start. Things are moving forward. I'm going to put this here in the center because I'm not going to pull another card from that deck. Let's look at, this is the Power of Love. I just saw the word harmony. It's very positive energy. Forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Okay, so forgiveness. Moving forward, you maybe need to forgive something, yourself or someone else, in order to move forward. All right, I'm going to pull from, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle one more time. The Good Tarot. I love this deck. It has a lot of positive energy. So we have grassy hills, growing forward. Grass is greener on the other side, and it feels like we're crossing to something greener. King of the Earth. He is definitely the green king. This is the earth king. So very earthy energy. Remember we talked about grounding, earthing. Definitely go out in the grass, barefooted, and, you know, let it tickle your toes. So what messages do we have for our twins today, please, Spirit? What do they need to know? Okay, here's one message. Hermit. Maybe you need to get into some grounding energy, just so that you can kind of embrace the energies that are going on. But I just feel like this King of Pentacles is in hermit mode. And then we have the Five of Air, which is self-sabotaging energy for me. That's how I read this card. And that might be what needs to be forgiven, because until you forgive yourself or someone else, you are self-sabotaging your energy. So maybe going into hermit mode, finding that release in your heart, moving on in the power of love, releasing yourself from past hurts in order to ascend. So that's the energy I'm getting from this is, and see how she's kind of pirouetting. She's dancing through this. So releasing will elevate you. And that forgiveness for yourself or someone else, releasing those past hurts and knowing that you can't really carry them into the next level in order to move forward. Here was another message. There's the Chariot moving forward. The Six of Earth, Six of Pentacles, creating that flow of energy of give and take, you know, moving forward, balance. And it's just, the Six of Pentacles to me is a flow. It is a flow of, you know, not being stagnant, but knowing that there's an equal and opposite reaction to everything. So as you move forward, things may come up that you need to forgive, that you need to balance, and that's going to create more momentum. If you get stuck in that stagnant energy without the flow, you're not going to move forward. Here's the Tower. So something's going to have to be dismantled before you can move forward. It might be linked to this forgiveness, and this is the Queen of Swords. You're going to be letting something go. So that's what's coming up for both twins in the energy right now. Ooh, the Moon card, and it fell across. I like to leave cards kind of the way they fall, if that's significant to me. So whatever is happening, remember when I said it's just kind of this undercurrent, very subtle energy? This feels like what this is to me, is it's not really overt. It's not an overt energy. It's happening kind of underneath the water, underneath the kind of the stream. You feel the gentle push, but you don't really, you're not being propelled. You're just gently floating, moving forward. Here we have Justice, the 11 card, and the King of Water. So balancing those emotions. We talked about creating that harmonious flow to move forward. So we have two kings here, so this feels like a masculine. And we do have a queen. So the Queen of Air, the King of Earth, and the King of Water. Follow your intuition moving forward. Do some grounding so that you can hear your higher self. Don't get caught up in the, remember the Oracle card was, don't get caught up in the 3D of what's going on. Just really ground yourself and stay connected. Hydrate. I keep hearing hydrate as I say that, the Six of Water. Six of Cups, this is my soulmate card. But balance the emotions in this connection. Create a flow of emotions. And even though this person in this card is looking really kind of melancholy, listen to your guidance and create this flow. So we have two sixes. Create the flow is what I'm hearing. To move forward, create the flow. And that flow, forgiveness promotes stagnancy. Or not forgiveness, not forgiving. Unforgiving promotes stagnancy. Forgiveness promotes flow. And we have a lot of water and air, so High Priestess. Again, listen to your guidance. When you are getting captured into the 3D dynamic, listen to your higher self. Get to a point where you can be grounded and listen to your guidance to move forward. Anything else from this deck, please? Yep. 8 of water and 9 of water. There's the flow right there. Being fulfilled on this journey is important, and in order to do that, you need to follow your guidance, you need to follow your higher self, listen to your intuition, and as this situation transmutes the stagnancy into the flow, you're going to have to release something, and that's possibly something you're going to have to forgive. Okay, there's the Page of Water. That's a message being brought to you, that this is something to do with your emotions, that this is probably something you're kind of stagnant in this forgiveness, that you need to forgive. Okay, so let's go to the Muse Tarot. I love this deck too. I see a lot of calm colors here, a lot of blues and watery colors, but this really feels like it's tied to your connection, and it's something's happening underneath the scene that's going to move things forward, but something has to be deconstructed in order to create this flow. And the Divine Masculine feels like right now he is kind of feeling emotional, and he's feeling that he needs to restore balance, so that he's in this hermit mode. This feels like the Divine Feminine energy here, which is she's releasing, she's forgiving, maybe forgiving her twin. Here we have some Divine Feminine energy here. She's ready to move forward, but there has to be some forgiveness. All right, I'm going to pull another oracle card. I just said just saw cooperation. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living compassion. Forgiveness and compassion will help move you forward. And a lot of times the feminine gets frustrated with the Divine Masculine because they are not as far along in their journey, and there's a set of expectations. And, you know, for the Divine Feminine places those expectations, and the Divine Masculine usually goes a lot slower in the journey. And so we need to be forgiving of that and also be compassionate, because we have already learned some of the lessons that the Divine Masculine is going through. And we need to make sure that we are being compassionate, you know, because they're learning lessons we may have already learned. Now, I'm speaking from the Divine Feminine's point of view because I'm a Divine Feminine. But remember that we both have those we all have those energies within us, both energies. I'm having a difficult time really communicating what I feel like. I'm backtracking a lot, and that's not normal for me. We have Death and the Two of Swords. So we are blocking this transformation by this not being in this forgiveness energy. Forgiveness is a higher vibration. Compassion is high vibration. So in order to move forward, you need to be in higher energy. So we have the Death and Tower, and then the Two of Voices. Two of Swords to me is you're not able to see, and therefore not choosing to see. Choose or choices, not choosing to see this path of forgiveness and compassion is actually blocking the flow of energy in your connection. This card, this Justice card in this deck, this angel, see how she's holding the sword and it's lit? To me, that is the sword of truth. And look at the moon behind her, the moon being like the moon card. Something may be hidden. The truth may be hidden here. And that's what's causing the lack of forgiveness, or this obstruction, the stagnant energy that has to be released, that's self-sabotaging. And that might be the divine masculine. It almost feels as though he's caught up in his emotions, and he's trying to understand them in the 3D. He's trying to understand this connection, and he keeps self-sabotaging. And therefore has withdrawn and kind of gone into the hermit mode to connect to the spiritual lessons here. That's just what I'm getting when I look at these cards while I'm... There we go. This is the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, see? In the reverse. No flow over this situation, how it flew out. There is no flow in this situation unless you allow this tower to deconstruct the energy of not being in the vibration of forgiveness. That is what's blocking this transformation, transmuting of this energy. Here is the Queen of Cups and the Five of Wands. That feels the confliction of, it feels like the Divine Feminine is saying, I'm not really into that energy of forgiveness right now. I'm not at that emotional point, and I'm just very conflicted about what I'm supposed to do because I'm angry, I'm frustrated. I'm waiting for this to move forward, and it's not. So I need to get into this Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups energy in this compassion. And she's kind of struggling with that. Why? Two of Materials, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, she's struggling with that. Struggling to make a decision because I think she's feeling frustrated with the Divine Masculine withdrawing. Seven of Materials. She's not willing to, she's reticent to invest more right now. She wants to withdraw and take care of herself, but she's not really feeling compassion or forgiveness. And that's the choice she's going to have to make. But she's going to have to open her eyes and see that. And see how, you know, not doing that is creating a lack of flow and keeping things from moving forward. There we go. Now we have the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords, Seven of Voices. Seven of Voices for me is malicious intent. The Four of Cups in this deck, I like the fact that there's three cups in the 3D and one is a spiritual cup. And she's focused on and disappointed in the 3D cups, but she's not really focused on the spiritual cups. And here are the twins coming together. So what's happening is this decision is creating kind of a malicious energy. The Seven of Cups or Seven of Swords is malicious intent to me. So don't reach out and be hurtful and harmful. So even though you're disappointed, don't. This might be what the Divine Feminine is feeling right now because it's coming through as Divine Feminine. Here we have the King of Wands. Be very controlled in your actions. Be very purposeful in your actions. Don't let this this deconstruction with this tower and this death. It's a transformation, and you have to let go of some old energy. Both of you do, but it feels like the Divine Feminine really wants these greener pastures, but she's feeling resentful, not in alignment. Let's pull a couple more cards, and then we'll go to some oracle messages. So we have the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles. We're ending the reading as we started. But the King of Pentacles here is a woman walking this path, almost this path. She's going toward this beautiful destination, but she's going to have to reconcile with herself. And the Three of Inspiration is you manifest what energy you put out. So if you want to walk down this path and move forward, you need to reconcile with yourself. Yep. There's your Two of Cups right there. In order for this relationship to move forward and to be balanced, you need to make a decision to forgive. All right, let's take a card from Jennifer Walker Zen. And then I want to take an affirmation card, which are kind of my funny, humorous, light-sided deck, because it feels like very emotional energy, but it started out feeling like the divine masculine energy, but it really quickly went into divine feminine. Balance, yes. Something is not equal, give and take. Focus on balancing yourself. That's it. That's what this is right here. Two of balancing, balancing, balancing. What else? Oh boy, quite a few, but maybe we need them. Happiness. Positive energy surrounds you. A favorable outcome is assured. So moving forward is a favorable outcome, and that's assured when you get into this balance. The waiting is over. Decision needs to be made very soon. Now we have the Two of Pentacles. We have Justice, which is balance. We have the Two of Cups. We had another two, and Two of Pentacles. We had the Two of Swords. So some decision does need to be made very soon in order to restore balance. Control. Assert yourself and take charge of your destiny. You are the one that needs to make this decision. Safe. It has to be safe for you to love. So you have to forgive and have compassion in order to move forward and make it a safe environment for you to love. And cutting. It's time to sever unhealthy attachments to the cycle. The cycle must be broken. I think that is very clear. Thank you, Spirit, for such a clear message. So we had the Queen of Swords here. You need to release this, it's almost an animosity about the journey and about the divine masculine's lack of meeting your expectations. And I think that's come up in several readings lately. But you need to reconcile this within yourself. Remember, this is a mirroring journey. All right, I'm going to take one affirmation card. These are kind of funny, sometimes a little inappropriate, but I bought these in New Orleans with my grandson, and they were really kind of cute. So let's see what affirmations might be helpful. Well, I'm going to get two. Manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand. It's almost like the magician card. And you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen. Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. And then worthiness. I am worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it. And damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited into my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, nope, I think you're thinking of something else, and then I'll run away very quickly. So manifest through your worthiness. You are worthy of being happy and being connected in a fulfilling connection, and we have to make some changes in order to move things forward. All right, thank you very much for joining me. Namaste.